Black Compass Media. In my opinion, Driz recap Smack Volume 5, Swamp vs. Ace Amin, first watch. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was excited about this battle. These are viewed to be the top two new guys, you know what I'm saying? The top two up and comers from this new class, the rookies. So, you know, I definitely supported this matchup being on the card. I feel like it was, you know, some pressure on them to show they belong and to represent for the class, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into the battle, man. First round, Swamp come out. He had a good first round. You know what I mean? I don't think it was a great round. I thought he had a good, solid first. He did enough to kind of captivate the room, and you know, he made his presence known. You know what I mean? He has some shit. You know what I'm saying? He has some good bars. He had a few moments. You know what I mean? I thought he had a good, solid first round, but I did feel like his first was beatable. I felt like it was a beatable round, but he had a good round. Swamp came out with a solid first. Ace Amin came out, and I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Ace, like, you gotta get it together, man. I don't know, you know, it seemed like he was having some difficulties up there. He definitely gotta get it together and get this thing right, man. I don't feel like he put his best foot forward in this performance. And look, you know, when you do as much talking as he does, when you in the interviews, you know, social media, you know, you in the middle of everything, and you are becoming the voice of the class, and you are like the face because you put yourself out there, you market well, you know, you touch all these different platforms, which is smart and great on your part. But in the battles, you gotta come with it, and I don't think this was a noteworthy performance on his behalf. First round, he came out. I feel like he came out kind of slow. I get it, the build up. I feel like the material in the first was pretty good, but you know, you can't be stumbling through the rounds. You know, he's stumbling all through the first. You know, there's no way you could give him that first round. Swamp had a good first. Ace is stumbling all through the round. Like, you can't win a battle this way. You cannot win a battle this way. You know, it seemed like it seemed like he was just having some difficulties. So 1-0 Swamp. Swamp second round, he came out swinging. I thought Swamp second round was pretty fire. I definitely thought his second round was fire. He had some moments. He came, you know, he was coming at everybody, and I like the fact that he was coming out in the rounds and letting it be known, if you ain't from South Carolina, you could get it. Like I ain't with all that friendly team shit. Like, I like that shit. I like what Swamp was doing in his second round. I definitely like that shit. Ace came out second round. I thought Ace's material in his second round was the best material out of all three of his rounds from what I was able to get clear. But again, you know, he has some stumbles through the second. You know, he has some stumbles through the second too. And, you know, you can't win a round that way. Got to get it together. We got to tighten up. You know what I mean? The marketing is A1, but we got to get the battles together. Even, you know, and a lot of people had, you know, Snake winning y'all big stage battle, and a lot of people wasn't super crazy about the J thing, you know, and it's I don't know what it is, man. I don't know, you know, but like I said, I know he's capable of putting together a better performance than what he gave today on Smack Volume 5. 2-0 Swamp going into the third. Swamp third round was fire. He had a fire line coming at the Goonies and Twerk. He had a fire line talking when Twerk was talking all that shit about his single soul Timbs, the no soul line he had. Oh man, that line was fire. Swamp came out. Swamp held it down. You know what I mean? He did what he could. I thought Swamp was good in this battle. I don't think he was great. I think he was good in this battle. I definitely feel like Swamp was good in this battle, and he's definitely at the top of the class right now. You know, he definitely did his thing, and Swamp is gonna keep moving up. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Nigga came out with a bald head, like, you know what I'm saying? He was coming at Ace on the Muslim angle, and then you getting out of jail and joining another big group in a goon. he tried to come at him. You know what I'm saying? He had some angles and shit. You know, he did his thing, man. He did his thing. He had a good performance. You know what I'm saying? All 3 rounds, he had a solid 3 rounds. Ace come out in the third, had some lines in the third. You know, stumbling again. You know, the water breaks is cringy. This was just a bad battle. It was a bad battle for Ace. You know what I mean? It was a bad battle for Ace. And, you know, he gonna have to bounce back. You know what I mean? This is just, you know, everybody, at the end of the day, everybody these the best niggas in the world. Everybody, you know, have one of these nights, man. It happened to Verb before. It happened to Hitman before. All these niggas have had a rough night. And now you have had a rough night, and you got to show that you could bounce back. You could bounce back, man. You got to show that you could bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Because the class needed this to be a good battle. Let's just keep it 100. John got blogs talking about rookies versus vets. The rookies ain't really ready and all that. And then we get the top 2 rookies up here, and it's a lackluster battle. Ace is the biggest name in this out of the rookies, and you know, he's having a bad performance. You know, it's not a good look for the class. The vets is definitely going to feel validated with what they saw, you know, and that's just that, man. So I got swamped with a 3-0 over Ace Amin, Smack Volume 5. We going to keep the recaps coming, man. Black Compass Media.